was a perfect example of what I was talking about yesterday with regard to hype and terminology being appropriated for like enshittified stuff. Is cloud computing. The term cloud computing originally came up in the context of this idea of having massively parallel distributed kind of free computing. So, like this idea of you wouldn't have a personal computer, there would just be kind of very small drones that had weak computers inside of them that were all networked together, and whenever you need some computing done, all of the drones in the environment would collaborate, right? Which is an idea that was showing up in, I don't know if it was exactly showing up in sci-fi in the 70s, but definitely in the 80s, you're seeing it a lot. And by the 90s, it was like a very mainstream idea. It shows up in Transmetropolitan. Basically, any sci-fi story that involves nanotechnology has this kind of cloud computing involved in it. That is not what cloud computing means anymore. And the transition wasn't all that long ago. It was, I don't know, 15 years ago. And the thing is that what it means now is literally just data centers. I mean, it's quote unquote elastic data center, elastic computing, which is to say they're going to buy extra things on your behalf, whether you like it or not, based on what they think is your workload, and you have a little bit of control over that. But essentially, it's fundamentally just data centers, and more specifically, because of the economics of how that's turned out, cloud computing doesn't mean, it used to literally mean clouds, right? It used to be highly tied to this idea of nanotechnology computing, and so cloud computing was called that because it was clouds of microscopic computers in the air. And the idea was we would invent that, or we would invent something that was very similar, and that's what we would refer to as cloud computing. And we had lots of network tiny computers